So I've got this one, okay, that's finished, obviously. Now this one, if you guys look, she's got, again, really dark background here. Her hair kind of blends into the background, but again, we've got the edge of her face that she needed to mask off. So she masked off her whole side of her face right here, and she stopped about right here. She did not mask off this area because the shadow sort of blended into her neck, so she had no need to mask that off. But also too, probably when she was in her hair working on this part, she probably masked off this part of her neck and her jawline just so she could kind of keep those edges nice and clean while she was working on those. Here's mine. So if you guys look, this whole side is eventually going to be black, okay? And my hair kind of fades into the background, so I did not mask off, nor can I even see parts of my hair that kind of get blended into the background. So I'm going to show you guys how to mask off this side of my face. And then you have this one right here, which her hair pretty much filled up the entire piece. She had a lot of full hair. So the only place that she actually masked was up here on the edge of her hair, so she could ink in that corner really quick. So that's the only place she masked for her background. Now, if she was to, and you can kind of see here on this piece, she started masking off the edge of her neck and her earlobe because this area in here was dark. And so the next step for her would have been to just start inking in there. And that was just to, again, cover it up so then she didn't get any ink in those spots, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how to do this, okay? Because a lot of you guys are probably trying to figure out, okay, well, how do I get my tape to be perfectly aligned with that, you know, contour? So there's a little trick, okay? You're going to need masking tape. So masking tape is going to be your best friend on this project. So what you want to do, the goal here is to just get a piece as long as you can stand. Some kids like to do really long pieces. Some people like to do shorter pieces and just do that. And then again, remember, take your tape, because you're putting this on your drawing, take the tape and take the sticky off, okay? So that way, when you lift it back off, which you will, you don't want it to rip your paper in the process, okay? So I'm gonna have a little pink on there. All right, and then you're just gonna take the tape and you're going to put it over the edge that you're trying to mask, okay? I'm just gonna put it on that, okay? Now, obviously I've got some ink already down here, so it does make it easier to see through the tape because I have ink down there, but believe it or not, and you can even see here, you can still see your pencil lines even through the masking tape. Now on some of these edges, if you have a hard time seeing the pencil lines through the masking tape, you may need to darken your pencil lines just a tad, and that's not very hard to do. So okay, so I'm going to go back to this, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a regular pencil, okay? So this is key, a regular pencil, not a mechanical pencil, because a mechanical pencil digs into paper too much, and you don't want to use a 4H pencil because a 4H pencil's lead's just too light, okay? So a regular pencil, and all I'm going to do is trace over top of this. And then I'm going to take that off, okay? And now I'm ready to actually cut it, okay? To cut this, you're not going to use scissors. Scissors just get too caught up on the tape, okay? So you're going to have to use an X-Acto blade. I'm going to use my planer here, okay, to cut on top of. Does anybody know why I'm not telling you to use that map board?
Too small.
No. What do you think is going to happen if I put this tape on the map board and try to cut my tape with the X-Acto blade?
It's gonna tear.
It will tear. The other thing too is that it picks up the map board. So then it's not even sticky anymore. So you gotta do this on something that's kind of plasticky like your planner. Even if you have like kind of a shiny folder or something, that works also too, okay? So I apologize, you are gonna be kind of cutting into your stuff here a little bit. All right, so then the next thing for you to do is to take your X-Acto blade and you're just going to cut along your line. And the hope is that your X-Acto blade is sharp, and it actually cut. Yay, it did. And you take off the part that you need. And then all you do is place it down. Can somebody get that door? Just like that, okay? So that's how you can get the exact contour that you need. I mean, literally, you can mask off any shape that you need at all, okay? So then all you're going to do then is once you get that whole side masked off and you're ready, then you're ready to ink, okay? And then it's all about, when you're ready to ink, you gotta have your sketchbook and your ink pad. If you're gonna do your dark stuff, your dark side, which everybody should be doing the dark side first, I would suggest just refilling your ink pad right away, because the more ink you have in here, the quicker that this is gonna go for you, okay? And then you just need to open up your sketchbook. And if you're doing a big area, you can do 3 fingers if you want to, okay? And then you just start in. And see, here's the nice thing. I can get right up against that edge and ink over that because I have nothing to worry about, okay? I'm not worried about getting this stuff inked up because, again, I've got it masked off. Now, one little trick is here. When you guys are doing this, whatever you do, don't fill in like box by box. So and once you get to this inking point, we are forgetting and abandoning the grid, okay? We are no longer dealing with it. If you go in, and I've had a few kids, they see the boxes and they just kind of fill in one box at a time, you're gonna see the boxes, okay? So don't do that. The other thing is too, if you are sort of like, let's say it's getting towards the end of the day and you're not finished with this area, whatever you do, don't just stop it. You wanna kind of fade it out. So just take whatever ink is left on your fingers and kind of fade it out and down, because that will help you then blend in the next day. So if you just stop and create a hard edge in your ink, you'll never again get rid of that. It will always be there and you'll always see that edge. So the best thing to do is to finish your day by kind of fading it off. And then that way then you can fade in the new day a lot easier, okay? So that's how you're gonna do that. Okay, so everybody's goal today is to be inking, masking, and inking your background. Okay, so that's that. Okay.